Hello people of YouTube, it's Commander Vexer again, and in today's video I have a little bit of a diorama for you. Now before I get into this one, I have to say that I am traveling and I don't have access to all the stuff that I normally would have access to for building dioramas or filming, so bear with me here for the next couple weeks, about 5 weeks until I'm back with all my stuff. But I will also say that I have traveled to a place where I have a bin of parts to go through, and I've been finding useful things for dioramas, including this thing, which is from that old Mega Bloks set that was made famous by the Domain, because it is, I believe, it is his favorite set. And that would be the Red Hornet, and this is a little little tower that came with it, and I really love it. It's a great display piece, and I see why the Domain likes that set so much. So yeah, without further ado, I will get into this diorama, and just show you what I have. So as you can see, it is a little Halo 3 ODST diorama. It is the Covenant are attacking New Mombasa, and they're just kind of tearing through the streets, killing humans as they go, and the NMPD, with as well as a few Marines that have taken to the streets, and they've set up little defenses here and there, and that's what this is. The Covenant are swarming the UNSC defense. And let me see where to begin. I'll begin on the Covenant side of things. So, that brute is leading the charge. And with him, he has a couple brutes, some grunts, and jackals. They torched that NMPD car back there, which, hey, check out all those flames I put on it. I mostly did that to showcase those pieces that I found. There's plenty more where that came from. So I'm really excited about all these extra pieces I'm finding, if you haven't already figured that out, because it means that that I will be able to make my dioramas a lot more interesting in the future. Presumably that dead police officer there was in the cop car. You got, a few dead bodies scattered here. Dead jackal, dead marine, dead brute, etc., etc. It's a battlefield, dead guys everywhere. Then the human forces, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Marines with assault rifles. One of them has a little comms pack. And there was a 5th Marine, but he got killed. He was on that turret there. We have a couple police officers. One with an assault rifle and full combat gear there. And the other one with a grenade launcher, which I assume the NMPD has access to a grenade launcher for things like launching tear gas and stuff, but they've obviously repurposed it for full combat, and it's explosive rounds, so frag grenades. Now, I would have had a 3rd police officer back there, but unfortunately, the 3rd police officer that I was going to use, his hand broke. These 2 guys back here, as well as that 3rd one, were from the NMPD Warthog set, and it was really frustrating, because the guys, the one that had a broken hand happened to be the one with that tan skin tone, which was exclusive to that set, and you just don't really see any figures with that kind of skin tone. So it was really disheartening to see that happen. I mean, I put in a request to Mega for a replacement, but I'd say there's a pretty slim chance that I'm going to actually get one. I'll probably just end up giving him black hands, so it's like he's wearing gloves or something, but oh well, that happened. And I guess the last thing to address in this diorama is that little blue thing, which is a thing from, that Cryomarine combat unit set, or whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about. That's one of those pieces from the Cryomarines, and I'm using it like it's the smoke from a flare. which I presume that the UNSC has dropped a little flare there to indicate that they've engaged the enemy and that command should send some reinforcements to this location. That's also why there's that comms pack marine. And yeah, that's about all I have for you. A very short and sweet diorama. Um, like I said, I'm traveling, so we'll see what happens over these next few weeks while I'm away from my stuff. But I'm gonna try to keep posting once a week, and probably more of these mini dioramas. Maybe a character analysis in there somewhere. Again, I'm working on that stuff, but it's far from done yet. Uh, and uh, yeah, I guess there's not really much else to say. Just comment down below what you want me to see going forward, and I hope to catch you all next week. Oh, actually, before I go, I will say I wanted to give a little bit of a preview as to what I'm planning for next week, which is you're going to utilize this little tower here. So you may have noticed a pattern. I like to have the UNSC humans defending against the aliens all the time, which is pretty accurate to how it is in the game. But next week, I figure since I have that tower and I have the turret and I have some Covenant shields and stuff, I have more than enough pieces to make a pretty nice little Covenant defense. So it's going to be next week's video is probably going to be a UNSC counter strike on a little Covenant fortification in New Mombasa. I can't wait for them to release the new. They're clearly planning to make a sniper variant for the Jackal with that little hole in the head, and I can't wait for them to release that because those snipers combined with this tower, it's just going to look beautiful. Anyway, yeah, so you guys think that sounds good to you? Be sure to check in next week, where I will be having a human counter-strike against the Covenant in New Mombasa. So that's with that. I'll close out here. Have a good day, evening, or night, as Matty Crafts would say. And take care, guys.